Hey everybody, welcome to Life at Sunny Lee. I know it's been about 2, maybe 3 weeks since I've posted, and it wasn't because we were busy with Thanksgiving and stuff. It was more a little bit of that, but I don't know. It started out really great for the holidays. Our middle son came home. We were still up in the air as to whether our oldest son could come home or whether he had to work, and we weren't for sure about that. We knew that our youngest son couldn't come because he's out of state and there's no way he could get here. So we knew it was going to be at least 3, maybe 4 of us for Thanksgiving. And I had everything ready for Thanksgiving, everything. And we were quite happy Saturday when Douglas got home. And we went to church on Sunday. Came back home that evening, and we were sitting there talking, and shoes kind of went over backwards on her back, trying to get up. It was kind of funny at first, and then we realized that she wasn't being able to get up. So we went and we helped her up, and we thought maybe that she had just sprung her or hurt her shoulder or something, when she went over. So we didn't think much of it the first night, and got her up, and she sat up and she ate normally, drank her water, took her out to the bathroom, and everything was okay. She was still having trouble getting up, but like I said, we thought it was her shoulder. And Monday morning, she couldn't get up at all. I got her to eat her food. She drank water, but she was not able to sit up on her own. And we thought, well, it's maybe still a shoulder. We knew that she's paralyzed in the back, which costs, she's been that way for 3 years or so. Ever since this arthritis and that AC tear, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And she had gotten to the point where she was scooting around on her rear and not even using the back legs. And I had to use a sling to bring her out or put her in her wheelchair. And she was getting weaker in her front legs as well. She was having trouble with the wheelchair. So we actually quit using the wheelchair, and I was just using a body sling to bring her out to potty and bring her back in. And she would try to tell me when she had to potty, but she wasn't always capable of, getting her out the door in time. But we didn't think too much about it. We had pee pads everywhere, and we knew we were going to replace the carpet eventually anyway, because it's over 35 years old and it's worn and it looks awful. And so we didn't really mind too much cleaning up after her. And we pretty much had it down, knew what was going on. But come Monday, I took her out twice, and she sat on the front porch for a while, looking around. And then on Tuesday, she wouldn't get up. She could not get up. I set her up in the upright position, and she went right back down. And I thought, this is not good. And she was still alert. Her head was moving. She was watching every movement we made. She would lift her head up and look around. She just couldn't manage to sit up on her own. If we propped her up, she was fine. But she couldn't get up. And Thursday was not a really great day. It was Thanksgiving. I do not like Thanksgiving. I'm sorry. Thanksgiving used to be my favorite holiday. Thanksgiving and Christmas. When I was a kid, all the family would come. We had like 20 people in our little house. And Mom would cook and make everything from scratch. And Aunt Betty would bring stuff out. And we just had a good time until we didn't. And that was I felt like it was mainly my fault. It might have been my dad because he had Alzheimer's at the time. And Mom would not tell anybody what was wrong with him. But I felt like it was my fault because one of the kids came in from outside, reached into the casserole, grabbed a handful of food, put it in her mouth, didn't like it, and spit it back out in the casserole. Well, I corrected him. Everybody got mad and left. And when you make your mom cry, you really feel bad. And she cried afterwards because that was her family. And after that, Thanksgiving was never, ever the same. It was just family, just us. Mom, Dad, and my family. And now that Mom and Dad's gone, it's just my family. Every once in a while we'll have people that we invite. Sometimes they come, sometimes they didn't. This year we invited 2 people, and actually I would love to have them here, but I'm glad they didn't come because of what happened. On Thanksgiving Day, she was not able to get up. She lifted her head. I baked the giblets from the turkey and gave those to her. She wolfed those down. She ate turkey. Oh my, she ate turkey. She loved turkey and salmon. And she ate so much of that and drank a lot of water. And I really had hope. And by Thursday afternoon, she was able to pop up and set. I mean, I could set her up, and she was actually moving that shoulder to help herself up. And I thought, hey, her shoulder's getting better. We're doing okay. Well, Friday she went up, and I tried to get her up, and she ended up biting me. Not hard, but she did leave a tooth mark, and I thought, this is not good. She left go as soon as she found out what she was doing. I think I kind of spooked her. I think she didn't realize, I think she was kind of out of it and didn't realize it was me, because I didn't say anything. I just picked her up. And it wasn't a bad bite. And I called the doctor, and they talked to him. And I had a tetanus shot this past summer from the cat bite. And since I cleaned it and did everything correctly, they said that there was nothing to worry about. So I said, okay. Well, Saturday, she was alert, eating. Sunday, she ate. We didn't go to church because we thought our son was going to go back to Ohio. But he had come down with bronchitis. So he decided to stay another week. So I had him for 2 weeks, thank God. And our oldest son managed to come down over the weekend. So we had a mini Thanksgiving for him. But I did not go all out with Thanksgiving this year. Half the stuff I had planned did not get done. A lot of the stuff was go to the store and buy it and bring it home. I was going to fix a pumpkin pie. It turned out to be a flop. Thank goodness the Cracker Barrel down at Scottsburg sold pies. Seymour wasn't selling pies that day. Scottsburg was. So we saved our Thanksgiving pies. So we got that. And I just opened up a few cans of food and popped that in. We did make some dressing, but it wasn't our apple raisin dressing. It was just regular dressing. Anything I could make quick, I made. Because I wanted to spend as much time with her. Because after she bit me, I was pretty sure that she was leaving us. Because she would never ever bit if she'd been in her right mind. And on Wednesday and Thursday, she was drinking a lot, but she refused to eat any food. I couldn't even entice her with turkey. She wouldn't eat turkey. She wouldn't eat bacon. Hi, Fluffy. She wouldn't eat bacon. She wouldn't eat anything. Salmon, she loves salmon. She wouldn't eat salmon. And on Friday, at around 2:20, she decided she wanted to try to get up. She was doing everything she could to try to get up. So I helped her up very carefully. As she took a drink of water, she looked around, and then she was gone. I'm sorry. She had her eyes just, nobody was home. And I called everybody and I said she's leaving. And they all came around. We all talked to her. And she left at 2:27 on December the 6th. And it's taken me a while before I could do this. I still don't know if I can. Anyway, it's Monday, and I'm cleaning the front room, moving the stuff back into the front room because we moved so much out. When she was having so much trouble moving, we just started taking things out of the front room, so it was almost bare. Just had enough room for us to sit in and watch her. And we watched her. I mean, we spent the last 2 weeks, we slept in the recliners. Bill was in his recliner, and I was in my recliner, and we slept down there with her. So that whenever she raised her head or whined and wanted water, we were right there to give her water and to take care of her and talk to her and tell her everything was going to be okay. And I know that she knew she was loved and taken care of. So now I'm in the process of cleaning. Hardest thing today was cleaning the windows. All those little nose prints. Getting rid of those. That was hard. I did manage to save the blinds. She had tore up a couple blinds, but we had the old blinds that you could still take the bottom ones out and put new ones in. So I did that. So my blinds are saved. My thermal curtains are not saved, I don't think. I washed them. They had blood on them. She has a sore on her mouth, and that when she hit her head, or when she moved her head to lift it, she would rub that sore, and it would cause blood. And it was around her lips, so I couldn't bandage it or anything. All I could do is put coconut oil and ointment on it and put a paper towel Kleenex on it and hold it until the bleeding stopped, until she did it again. But there was some blood on the curtains I had to wash, and I couldn't get them out. Couldn't get out without washing them in the washer. And these are old curtains. I've had them forever, and I just threw them in the dryer because they look so bad. All that backing on the thermal is coming off. So I think I'm going to have to make a trip into town this week sometime and buy thermal curtains for the front room. The other curtains are fine. And then one's a little off color because it had to be bleached because it had, or not bleached, but hydrogen peroxide and stuff because it had blood in it. And that kind of bleached the whole curtain. So they're a little different. One's a little bit darker than the other. I'm hoping after the wash this time that because the other one had never been washed. So I'm hoping after washing them that they'll be closer to the same color. If not, I'm going to live with it and think of her every time I see them. But the thermal curtains, I think I will have to replace because it's getting cold, it's getting winter, and we need the thermal curtain. So that is what I've been up to today. And I got all the windows done, got the curtains being washed. And my next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to vacuum the floor good and then shampoo it. Her beds are out here on the front porch. I got to figure out if there's any way I can clean the foam inserts. The covers are fine. I can just throw them in the wash. But I like to clean the inserts because they got quite wet from where I had to water. When I had to give her water, I had to give it through a squirt bottle, and I had to squirt it in her mouth, and she'd get enough in her mouth, and she'd swallow because she couldn't set up enough to get to the water dish. She could set up and get the water if I did it that way, and she even learned how to drink out of a bottle, but she couldn't cooperate enough to get her head down, tilted down to get the water and lick it up. And so we don't really believe in putting a dog down unless it's in pain. And she was not in any pain. She was just naturally leaving us. And we knew that. And it was hard. But I like to think that she is now in a better place. Hopefully she has use of all four of her legs again. And it's been hard. 15 years. It's been hard. So I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. And I hope you have a good Christmas. I'm going to try my best. So like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.